We're joined by Edmund Fitton-Brown, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Edmund, welcome. So time is just about up for Hamas. What's your sense? How much leverage does the terror group have at this point? And do you think they'll accept this plan put forward by President Trump?
I don't think they have much leverage. I mean, their military situation is dire, and they're obviously under extreme pressure from the Israelis in Gaza City. In terms of political leverage, that seems to have evaporated with the announcement of the Gaza peace plan by President Trump with Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday in the Oval Office. And so Gaza, I think that Hamas now finds itself more politically isolated than it ever has before. Both Qatar and Turkey, as well as Egypt, have said that they will press the plan on Hamas. So it looks as if Hamas doesn't have very many places left to hide.
Yeah, they're saying that some of them are saying that they want amendments. What kind of amendments, Edmund, do you think might be acceptable to Israel and the United States, if any?
Well, I think it's interesting just to go back quickly to how this all came about. I mean, there was a lot of work that went into this peace plan. The diplomacy was going on for a month or so before the announcement. And what we had towards the end of that period was consultation between the United States and various Arab and Muslim partners, and then some final input from the Israelis, which I think probably tipped the plan into feeling quite pro-Israeli. If you look at it in detail, the only two things in it that Hamas will find at all attractive will be the undertaking that Israel would not annex Gaza, and also that there could be a path towards a Palestinian state. But in general, this looks like a complete surrender by Hamas. So it's hard for them really to look for adjustments here. Anything other than a small adjustment would leave it still as a defeat for them. And any large adjustment would clearly be rejected by both the Israelis and the Americans. And President Trump endorsed the idea on Monday that if Hamas didn't simply accept this, that Israel would be entitled to finish the job, as he put it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in these next hours and days. On a different but related topic, President Trump has pledged to support Qatar from an armed attack. Edmund, I'm curious your reaction to that news as President Trump and Israel do try to bring an end to this war in Gaza.
Well, as you say, it's a related topic. I don't think there's any doubt that the Qataris drove a bargain with President Trump, and they said they would sign up to and support the Gaza peace plan, but only if they got an apology from Benjamin Netanyahu, and they did get that. As you know, he telephoned from the Oval Office to apologize to the Qatari Prime Minister for the Israeli attack on Hamas in Doha on the 9th of September. So I think in that respect that they wanted that. The other thing they wanted was this guarantee, which they've got through an executive order, which again President Trump signed on that very same day, on Monday. So all of this comes as a package. Now, what is the significance of the security guarantee to Qatar? Of course, the Israelis will be slightly concerned about it. It seems to say after the event that the US would not tolerate another Israeli strike on Qatari soil. But if you think about it, that was not the first foreign strike on Qatari soil this year. It was the Iranians who did that in June. And so also to some degree directed against the Iranians.
Yeah. Edmund, we are out of time, but it's always great to talk to you. We appreciate you coming on. Edmund Fitton-Brown with FDD, thank you.